Hello traders, and welcome to part 4 of the live trading series. So the first 3 parts in this series, I used HXRO, I used moon-wrecked contracts, where basically we're betting on what's going to happen in a 1-minute time frame. In today's video, we're going to be using leverage tokens and scalping leverage tokens. For those who don't know, these are 3 times leverage tokens. So this is a 3 times bull leverage token, which means that if Doge goes up, let's say 5% in 10 minutes, this token will go up 15% in that same time frame because it's a 3 times leveraged long token. So we are going to be scalping this today with the exact same amount of money that we finished with in part 3 on HXRO. So that's how this is going to run. And without further ado, let's dive into analysis. So what do I see right now? Well, I only have 2 indicators up because I wanted this to be as simple as possible. And what we can see is we have open interest, aggregated open interest, and we have sentiment of Doge. Now, let's go look at first open interest and really what's going on. We had a massive open interest increase, indicating that there are probably a lot of people who are trapped up here on Doge. Probably someone who's watching this video might be among them. And then what we see is just a gradual die-off of open interest, meaning people are closing out positions. Typically, when prices move lower and you get rapid decreases in open interest, that's generally a good time to buy or to enter long. And that's very likely what I'll be doing, because I have the option of buying Doge Bull, which is a 3 times bull contract, three times leveraged long contract, or I have the option of buying Doge Bear, which is just a 3 times bearish. So I can do either, but today I'm probably going to be betting on the market going higher with Doge Bull. Very likely we'll be doing that. So what do I see here in sentiment? Well, some very interesting things happened. I think one of the best times actually to have taken a short, and I wish I had bought Doge Bear, you know, on camera, like right here. Look at this. So sentiment rises from about 57%. So 57% of the market's long of accounts. And then we rise to about 60% long right here. So just a lot of people are long. This would have been an excellent time to have shorted. I really wish I could have, you know, seen this and gone back in time and just entered into a fat short. That would have been great. But what we can also see is, look at this beauty right here. Drop in open interest and a drop in long positions, where we go from about 58% down to almost 55%. So it looks like people are closing out their long positions, entering short, which is typically a sign that I want to enter long. So with this kind of setup, I am looking to enter long, decrease in open interest, decrease in long positions. This is just looking bullish to me in the short term, at least. Now, for timing my entry, that's where things get a little bit trickier. What I'm thinking right here is I want to wait for an open interest drop. And whenever you're trying to enter into a position, you know, whatever market it is, generally a good idea is to enter when people are closing. That's at least my frame of, you know, how I like to trade, to enter when other people close. So if you look at some historical examples of that, whether it's long or whether it's short, you know, here people are closing positions because open interest is falling. This would have been a good time to probably open a long. And then if we look at times when price rose but open interest dropped, meaning positions are closing, if you look around here, what is it? Price is rising, open interest kind of faltering, kind of falling. That would be a great time to enter short, increasing sentiment, dropping off open interest. And a lot of what I'm talking about is covered in a course that I'm going to put below that will take you through quizzes, theory, strategy, everything you need to know to trade this way, basically. And that's my LRA course, Locked in Range Analysis. So for now, I am not probably going to enter, but I will resume this video when I do enter. So you guys might see me in 10 minutes, you guys might see me in an hour, but let's wait until open interest drops, shall we? All right, traders, we are back. I just got back from a walk and I am ready to enter this trade. So I'm looking at buying Doge Bull right now, and here's the reason why. Open interest since I last paused or stopped the video has really fallen. Open interest is near lows of this consolidation phase, or this slight uptick. Only issue that I don't like is that percent long has been rising, which is, you know, of course unfortunate because we're about to buy. But to me, this looks quite strong to buy. Open interest falling, I'm going to enter and probably close out my position, my 3 times leverage position up here. So let us do that. Let's see if we can get the price of 250. So I'm going to buy everything at 250. And let's see if we get filled. So come on. We want people to sell to me at 250. Please sell to me at 250. Don't front run me. I think I can make this work. Yeah, we can make this work. I think I can get filled at 250. I just need... Oh, and look at that. I think we just sold at 250. Can I buy more? No, not if balances. All right, so you guys saw what just happened. We just bought at 250. Yeah, of course, price is going to go a little bit lower than that. But I'm buying this 3 times leverage token. I bought that at the price of 250. So, you know, to compare that to the futures price of Doge, that's around here. Here's my plan. I don't think that price is going to go any lower with this much of an open interest drop. I of course, could be wrong. But my plan is to very likely close up my position when price goes above these highs. Because when price goes above these highs, I think it might happen in a stop loss kind of hunt formation. And that is something that I probably want to close on my position at. Now, if price just tanks, unfortunately, I'm just going to close the position. So we'll see what happens to our balance. So far, I mean, I still am pretty confident in this long. And in the next video clip, you will see the outcome of this long. But to say to my future self what I'm seeing in this trade, I just see open interest really low. I see a lot of people closing out positions, probably longs at a loss. Some longs were closing out at a loss, and it's making me want to enter into a long, which I just did, buying at 250. And I'm just thinking the price is going to go up here. So I'm sending that to my future self. So we'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong in the next clip. Welcome to live trading. Hello traders and welcome back. The trade went very well. So we opened at 250 as you guys had just seen, and I just sold out at 270. I put an offer at 270 and my offer got filled in that candle. And a little bit of proof, bought at 250, sold at 270. So I started today's video with, I think, 722.6, and we ended today's video with 780. Made $58, around 60 bucks on this episode. It's not a lot of money, but the percentage is quite good because this is a percent increase on this smaller account of mine of about 7 or 8%. So for those who didn't see the first 3 parts of this challenge, I started with $500 and I wanted to show / prove to you guys that with good analysis and good heart, good ambition, you can turn a smaller account, even $500, you can double it, triple it, whatever. So we are on our way to double it. But when I say double an account, I don't mean by 100x futures, because everything I'm doing here, if you guys haven't noticed, is pretty controlled and has good risk management, even though I did put all of my account into a leveraged token. These leveraged tokens are 3 times leveraged, and you can't be liquidated when you enter a leveraged token. So that's why it's a bit safer than 100x futures, or a lot safer than 100x futures. Overall, let's talk about this trade and why I bought there and just sold there. So again, I think that this was a pretty solid entry by me. I was kind of like, oh, this increasing long sentiment kind of is unfortunate, but it was okay. Open interest dropped off so much because so many people were closing positions, so I opened there. My reason to sell right there that I did was basically, that was my thesis for this whole trade. I was going to wait until price went above here, which it did, and then sell off, which I did. And overall, I think that this was a pretty solid trade. So if you want to trade leverage tokens, I think that on FTX, they are quite simple and easy to trade, and I don't financially recommend them because I'm not allowed to do that, but I think that they are a definitely solid investment and definitely better than trading 100x futures if you want to speculate and if you want to scalp. So with this, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys like me trading leverage tokens, if you guys thought that me giving you that process is really helpful, then leave a comment below. And who knows, maybe if you check out my LRA course, you might be able to make an 8% in less than an hour, just like I did. Because, of course, if this was a $10,000 account, I probably still could have filled all of my orders the exact same way. I still would have been able to fill at 250, and I still would have been able to sell at 270. And on $10,000, that would have been a much better return, of course. That would have been like an 8% on 10K, which would have been $800 or not around $800. So whether it's a $700 account or a $10,000 account, you can trade leverage tokens either way. That's going to do it for this video. Leave a comment if you want to question what I'm doing, or question what I'm trading, or just sort of like, hey, how'd you do that? Or, you know, how do you manage risk? Leave a comment or drop me a private message. I had fun. I hope you guys did as well. And as I always say, happy trading.